He will win, and President Donald Trump will come back with a vengeance.
That is Arizona Republican Kari Lake. She is an election loser, and she just endorsed another one.
And I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
Lake, President Trump announces his 24 presidential run. He has my complete and total endorsement. Trump and Lake are birds of a feather. He denied his election loss. Lake is doing the same in her failed campaign.
I am still in this fight with you. For 2 years, I've been sounding the alarm about our broken election system here in Arizona, and this past week has confirmed everything we've been saying.
It has also confirmed the GOP is a mess.
I think that this election was the funeral for the Republican Party as we know it. The Republican Party, as we have known it, is dead.
Let me start off by saying I am so pissed off I cannot even see straight.
The country is screwed for the next 4 years because of this.
Republicans in ruin. And there it is. That is where the Republicans are tonight.
Almost every one of these Trump-endorsed candidates that you see in competitive states have lost. And it's a huge loss for Trump. And again, it shows that his political instincts are not about the party. They're not about the country. They're about him.
And yet, Trump's minions are doubling down.
It means we're going to fight it out. And I'm telling you, I've always said I'm not afraid of the civil war in the GOP. I lean into it.
And now it's a civil war on several fronts. In presidential politics, there is Trump versus Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
You know, at the end of the day, I would just tell people to go check out the scoreboard from last Tuesday night.
In the U.S. Senate, MAGA firebrands, including Ted Cruz and Rick Scott, are blasting Mitch McConnell. McConnell is firing back at them and at Trump.
We underperformed among independents and moderates because their impression of many of the people in our party in leadership roles is that they're involved in chaos, negativity, excessive attacks, and it frightened independent and moderate Republican voters.
And caught in the crossfire of the GOP civil war is Herschel Walker. The Georgia Senate runoff candidate is reportedly thinking of distancing himself from Trump. At the moment, though, Walker is rambling on and trying to evaluate other bloodsuckers.
I don't know if you know vampires are cool people, are they not? But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf.
Huh? So if you're trying to keep score at home, it's werewolves versus vampires, McConnell versus Cruz and Scott, Trump versus DeSantis, and election deniers like Trump and Kari Lake versus election reality and the truth. For Democrats, as well as independents and moderates who are repulsed by the GOP, this is a time to sit back and enjoy. By all accounts, the Republican Party is ratcheting up its own civil war and tearing itself apart. The alliances and outcomes for now are probably irrelevant when you consider that the grand old party, as its own members acknowledge, is full of losers. Literally. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.